It's a great, whoa, like, whoa. It's a great day in South Carolina. This is Karen with Zana Demuse, and welcome to my channel. I am glad you are here. Put up your feet. Stay a while. You know, I actually saw somebody driving down the road with their feet hanging out the window. They were the ones driving. If anybody ever put their feet on my dashboard, I would have gone, you better get those feet off this dashboard or you're walking. Yeah, that's one of my, don't do it. Just don't do it. Anywho, after all that babbling, this is a Dollar Tree haul. I was going to throw Tuesday morning in, but I won't. I'll do Tuesday morning by itself. So let's jump into it. I finally found all of them, the Fox mugs. I found the light brown one a while ago. And I found the hedgehog. By the way, there's two hedgehogs, but I only picked up one. I don't know. I think I got the lighter of the two. But, yeah. So I got the reddish burnt orange. And I could see why these were at the Dollar Tree because there are flaws in them. You can't, I don't know if you're going to be able to pick it up. There's a hole right there. There are flaws in the, especially in the handles. Yeah. I meant to wash these. Darn it, and the dishwasher already ran. Oh well. It's not like I'm going to actually use them for coffee or anything. I heard one had jiggly inside of it because maybe there's a hole right there. So they're all like that. So I'm just guessing why they didn't pass the inspection. But they're still nice products. I'm guessing that's why the Dollar Tree got them. The second item is I finally found these flower ones that everybody's been hauling. This is from Jot, sticker variety pack, 61 count. You get the gemstones. I really like these colors. It's got the greens, the browns, and the pinks. And you get the rhinestones, then you get these flowers, and then you get these flowers. Yes. And then this one, they had all four. I didn't pick up all four. I didn't like the other two as much. And I was kind of pushing the budget anyway. So I got the yellow rhinestones. And then I like these bright colors too. The birds and the flowers. And is this 61 also? Yes. And then I got two of these candles. They're flickering. No, they're not. Well, maybe they are. I can't tell. I don't know. Too much thinking involved. Anyway, they're for a DIY for the pineapple from Abilene 25. I'm going to do that DIY. I am. My sister got me the soda bottles because I don't drink soda. I found two of these. I was so excited. I just can't hide it. These are the solid ones. I do not like the ones that were cut apart. Two reasons. One is you get more tape with the solid. Let me show you what happened to the pieces. This is what happened to the other ones. Yeah, it fell apart. So yeah. And this is the other one. So I do have two. Go in my little adhesive desk drawer. Well, maybe we won't. Maybe I won't. Maybe I won't. Okay. Well, maybe I will. Maybe I won't. My trash can is not in here. I emptied it. So, okay. Moving right on along. I got poster tack. I have a flag. You know the Dollar Tree flag that has the ribbon and it just then it lays flat. I put it on my front door with the Dollar Tree over the door hanger. When you open the door, the bottom goes flying. So I got the poster tack. Tack it down. This is the second time I bought this, and I don't know what happened to the first package because I hung it up on my house last year. So I should save that, but I'll forget it next year. I know I will. Then I found, this is the only thing I found from Miss Spa. You know, everybody's been hauling it, but I only found one, and this is the Miss Spa Brighten Renew Radiant Glow Hand and Body Lotion. 10 ounces, the jasmine and green tea. Think about 5 of them. 4 or 5. I saw somebody do a body butter video and I thought they'd be fun to give as Christmas gifts. So I bought enough to make it. I need to buy the other ingredient, but I have to get that at Walmart. I'm going to use the same jar as she used. It's something Bartlett Creations. I will try to post a link to her channel, but I probably won't. So I bought 4 of these, and they have the little plastic grippy thing. It's got the little label. Oh my goodness, I found it. This was from my Lowe's haul. I found my snippets. Ah, man. Oh well. They were $11. Then I picked up a package of these cutouts, the wall cutouts. I bought them for the flamingo. I'm going to do... Okay, when I go to work, every day I say this, even on Monday. Is it Friday yet? I am going to do a canvas with the flamingo, and I'm going to do a speech bubble, and it's going to say, is it Friday yet? And it's going to be mixed media, and it's going to be textured, and it's going to be awesome. But that is why I bought it, for the flamingo. And I am definitely going to be able to use the toucan and the parrot. Funny story about a toucan. I came this close and getting a toucan one time. This close. Here's how it happened. It's kind of a semi-sad. My stepdad accidentally killed my cat. Didn't do it on purpose. Accidentally did it. Never told me that he did, but we all knew he did it. Because he got extremely upset about it. And he buried the cat himself. This is a guy that wears suits and ties constantly. Never gets his hands dirty. Pays somebody else. My mom had to mow the lawn. It was that bad. Yeah. He buried the cat himself. So we knew he did it. He felt very, very, very guilty. And it was in October. The reason I remember that is because it seemed like every pet I had for maybe 5 years passed away in October. It was just weird. And my grandmother passed away in October. It was just a weird, the month was like jinxed or something at that time. So I'm at school. I started bawling. And I'm like, it's the month. People think, they thought I said it was the time of the month, but that's not what I said. It was the month of October that got me going. He came and picked me up. And he took me to the pet store to buy me another cat. I found this absolutely beautiful Himalayan. And I wanted him so bad. And he got me the Himalayan. And his name was Sahara. And I had him for 11, 12 years. And he died a natural, well, I guess you can call it a natural death. He was never allowed outside because he was a purebred, blah, blah, blah. None of my cats are allowed outside anymore anyway, because that cat was the last one allowed out. Unless I get a stray that my sister somehow manages to push on me, and the cat is already an outside cat, and that's the only reason I would let a cat outside now. But that's neither here nor there. These 2 cats I have now, indoor cats only. Anyway, he saw the toucan at the pet store and absolutely fell in love with it. And I think if I asked him for it, he would have broke down and bought it. Because at that time, it was 1989, 1990, something close around that. That bird was $2,500. So can you imagine how much that bird would be today? Plus, you had to buy the huge bird cage. I really wasn't interested in the toucan too much because it did not seem like it was a friendly bird. They had another parrot, and his name was Jethro, and he was an Amazon bluefront parrot, and I actually kind of gravitated to that bird instead. And the price tag was less than half, but it was still pricey. He was a $1,000 bird. And he felt so guilty. He got me that bird. So he got me a $350 cat. And he got me, and I'm not bragging because my stepfather had a habit of overspending. And if he didn't do that, we would have not been in the predicament we were in when he passed away. But my stepdad showed a lot of his emotion through his wallet. And he bought me the bird. And I had the bird for probably 15 years. And all the family started going to work. You know, I went through college. got the job. Nobody was home. The bird was by itself. And my sister, she got a job at, what did she get a job at? It was at a hospital, and there was a retired lady that worked part-time there, and her husband worked, or it was vice versa. Both of them were retired, but one was working volunteering or something. And my sister offered them the bird, and they had birds in the past, so he took the bird. And we could have sold them the bird, but we just gave him, the cage was, my stepdad had the cage built for him. But we could have made, we could have sold the bird, but we just wanted him to go to a good home. His name was still Jethro. And unfortunately, they ended up giving him away, and I wish we would have gotten him back, because I would like to have a bird now. And you can't have birds with cats, because the bird will beat the tar out of a cat. Anyway, cute story. So I almost had a toucan. If I had pushed it, I would have had one. But then I wouldn't have been able to get rid of it as easy as I would have been able to get rid of. Well, I didn't like getting rid of him, but it was for his benefit, because nobody was home and he was getting cage sour. That's what I call him. It's kind of like a horse getting barn sour. The horse didn't want to leave the barn. Bird didn't want to leave the cage. I got 3 of these. I showed mine in the Walmart haul, which where did I just put it? I just had it. Anyway, when I went to the Dollar Tree, I was looking for the soft cover ones. They didn't have it, so I picked up the 3. Then I found the soft cover ones at Walmart, but that's okay. I've got another plan for these. What I was going to use them for is for iCat cards or index cards. And every June, July, there's a website, and I'll try to remember to put it in the description. Probably won't. That does, you can search it, iCat project, and it's like 61 days, June and July. And you just, she has themes, which I never follow them. But I'm going to use these for something else. Yes, indeedy. Oh, I already took this off, one of them to play around with. I did find some washi. I didn't buy all of them. They did have all of them. I got this checkered pattern. And I got this butterfly pattern. I don't think I have these. My watchman do have these. And I got this flower pattern. They had like 2 that were almost the same as this. It's kind of odd. And then lastly, I got this drain mat. And I didn't get it for the kitchen because I don't do dishes. Except I did dishes today. And I didn't wash my mugs. I got it to use it as a stencil for whatever I want to use a stencil for. Well, that's it for my Dollar Tree haul. I believe. Oh no, I told a fib. I bought 2 of these foam boards, and those are to go in the back of my little station. If you've seen my miscellaneous haul, you would see me talking about it. I just started putting it together. It is not finished. I just wanted to make the layout. I want to replace the boxes with the same color, so I'm going to wait until they go on sale at Michael's for $7 for $10. Oh, here are the Dollar Tree versions that I was hoping to find. And the funny thing is, the next day at that Dollar Tree, they had them. These. And these are 97 cents at Walmart anyway. So I saved 3 pigs for each, so I saved 9 cents. Well, that concludes this Dollar Tree haul. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you know where to leave them. And with that said, I hope you guys have a great night, day. I have a hard time closing because I want to blah, 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 blah. Just kidding. With that said, stay calm and shop on.